What's going on, everybody? Brian here from Brian's Broadcast. I hope all of you are doing fantastic. Today I'm going to do a full review of French Avenue's brand new 2025 release. It's called Vulcan Black Friday Limited Edition. Now, in case you did not notice, I was the first person who provided a first impression of this fragrance right here on YouTube, so make sure to support my channel by hitting that free subscribe button and the thumbs up button if you like contents like these. So this is the outer sleeve. In case you missed my first impression video, I would highly recommend you please go ahead and check it out because opinions will vary. This is the wonderful box, beautiful, and of course the wonderful and elegant bottle. Let's take a look at the notes. On the top you've got apple, saffron, cinnamon. On the mids you've got leather and rose. And on the base you've got moss, patchouli, musk, and papyrus. What do I get from Vulcan Black Friday Limited Edition? Now this is a rather masculine-leaning, dry kind of fragrance. Let me explain. So when I first sprayed this, right, I got all sorts of hints and pops and this and that, but I let this bottle sit for a couple of days and then I tried wearing this. Several times I wore this fragrance and these are my observations. So when I sprayed it later on, what I got was a nice crispiness out of the spicy saffron and warm cinnamon. Now the apple is not super pronounced. Rather, it kind of adds to that crispy factor, if I may say. Further drying down, the leather and rose comes to the forefront. Now the saffron and cinnamon works in the background. The cinnamon is kind of like on the spicy, warm, sweeter side, while the saffron again is also on the sweeter side. It's not your picante, burning kind of saffron. This is a smooth, spicy, sweet saffron. The leather is further enhanced by the effect of saffron. Leather is very dry, luxurious, and smooth. The rose is not one of your grandma smelling nose or super jammy. It's working somewhere in the background. You will feel the rose, but it's not like powdery or super juicy or super sweet. So in other words, this fragrance is not going to give you diabetes. Mark my words. Drying down, this fragrance becomes a bit more drier. It becomes a bit more earthy with a hint of bitterness, definitely coming from the moss. And also because of the patchouli, it's not super pronounced. The patchouli is not super pronounced, but I would say it adds to a deep, dark behavior of this fragrance. So the more it dries down, the more Vulcan becomes drier, earthier, and a bit more on the darker side. The musk over here, it's pretty pronounced. The musk used in this particular fragrance is one of the clean yet sharp kind of musk. It's not your smooth, creamy, or lactonic kind of musk. It's not your detergent kind of effervescent musk. Rather, it's a bit on the sharper side. So you will feel that sharpness, a sharp edge from the musk, which does not hurt your senses. But again, some people are sensitive to musk-based fragrances. So I mean, do take note, because like if you are a bit too sensitive with how musks behave on your skin, I would say try a sample first. Go to a store or, get a decant or something. Try it out first. The papyrus, again, this is not like you get the note directly, but rather it's one of the dry, grassy kind of thing. So it's not adding to the green factor, but rather it's adding to a dry kind of factor. Like I said in the beginning of this review, that Vulcan Black Friday Limited Edition is a bit more on the drier side. The fragrance is phenomenal, but all through you will get a pretty big dose of this rose, saffron, and leather. It's more, those three notes are more pronounced. The other things, it's like it works in conjunction, but those three notes are the main star players. Talk about projection, this thing is a very loud projector. Again, French Avenue, this is an extrait de parfum, and yet this thing just performs really well. The projection is very loud for at least 2 hours at least. So do not go beyond 4 to 5 sprays, especially if it's warm. If it's cold, I would say max 6, but 6 will be like it's still an overdose, because this thing, it just sips throughout, like from underneath your clothes. First time I wore this, it was on a Monday morning. I was going to work. I had 3 layers of clothes because it was windy and very cold in New York City. This fragrance, 5 sprays. Was it 5 or 4? I think the first day that I wore this. and it was just sipping out from inside and just wafting out as if those 3 layers of clothes were nothing. Like, I had a heavy jacket, a cardigan, and underneath I had a t-shirt. 3 layers, and it's pouring out. It's that loud and potent. Talk about longevity, easily pushes 12 plus hours. Easy. Unless your skin's very dry, like the skin is like, soaking up the whole fragrance. I think this thing is a beast. It's a beast. So that's the projection and performance. That's my full unbiased review, because again, this is not a sponsored content. I bought this fragrance and very happy with it. Again, this might be a bit polarizing, not for everybody. Some people did mention how Vulcan Black Friday Limited Edition is a clone or inspired expression of Tony Iommi's Xerjoff Tony Iommi's Defied fragrance, but again, I don't own that. I'm not going to go into comparison, but this thing by itself is beautiful. It's very much, the scent profile is very much in the niche domain, so that's why I said, like, you may either love it or you may end up hating it. Try it out. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, because of course I try to give you as much information as I can, and of course, again, unbiased reviews, because I buy these bottles with my own money. Help my channel grow. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so yet. Hit the thumbs up button, drop a comment, let me know what you feel about this fragrance. I know it's a bit pricey at this point, maybe 70 or 80 bucks, but yeah, prices will drop, of course. It's gonna drop, so yeah, make sure to go ahead and try this. I mean, doesn't hurt. If it's not too pricey, it doesn't hurt. The bottle design by itself is very nice. I mean, I would just buy this fragrance just for the bottle itself. Really happy with the fragrance though. So guys, I'll see you in the next one. Please take care, stay safe, and all the best.